Hello, mighty companions. Today, in the Course in Miracles world, we have reached lesson 24. So I'm going to go right into it. Lesson 24. Tamsin does not perceive her own best interests. So lesson 24, I do not perceive my own best interests. Today I am very unsettled, very aggravated, very irritated. Lock myself in my room actually to be with Holy Spirit and get my mind sane, because it's not. Old Trump face did what Trump's going to do. Today he signed off on the Dakota pipeline and other pipelines for their full installations. The pipelines are going to be Godspeed, just like we are. Trump is doing exactly what's needed for the revolution. So I'm still aggravated, still irritated. Just got to move into acceptance. So the lesson: I do not perceive my own best interests. Let's have a look at what the book says. In no situation which arises do you realize the outcome that would make you happy. Therefore, you have no guide to appropriate action and no way of judging the result. What you do is determined by your perception of the situation, and that perception is wrong. It is inevitable then that you will not serve your own best interests. Yet they are your only goal in any situation which is correctly perceived. Otherwise you will not recognize what they are. If you realize that you do not perceive your own best interests, you could be taught what they are. But in the presence of your conviction that you do know what they are, you cannot learn. The idea for today is a step toward opening your mind so that learning can begin. The exercises for today require much more honesty than you are accustomed to using. A few subjects honestly and carefully considered in each of the 5 practice periods which should be undertaken today will be more helpful than a more cursory examination of a large number. 2 minutes are suggested for each of the mind-searching periods which the exercises involve. Just 2 minutes. The practice periods begin with repeating today's idea, followed by searching the mind with closed eyes for unresolved situations about which you are currently concerned with. The emphasis should be on uncovering the outcome you want. You will quickly realize that you have a number of goals in mind as part of the desired outcome, and also that these goals are on different levels and often conflict. Name each situation that occurs to you and enumerate carefully as many goals as possible that you would like to be met in its resolution. The form of each application should be roughly as follows. In the situation involving the men in my tribe, I would like consistency to happen and flow to happen. In the situation involving my daughter, Misha, I would like healing to happen and love to happen, and so on. So in the situation involving blank, I would like blank to happen and blank to happen. Try to cover as many different kinds of outcome as may honestly occur to you, even if some of them do not appear to you to be directly related to the situation or even to be inherent in it at all. If these exercises are done properly, you will quickly recognize that you are making a large number of demands of the situation which have nothing to do with it. You will also recognize that many of your goals are contradictory, that you have no unified outcome in mind, and you must experience disappointment in connection with some of your goals, however the situation turns out. After covering the list of as many hoped-for goals as possible for each unresolved situation that crosses your mind, say to yourself, I do not perceive my own best interest in this situation. And then go on to the next. So lesson 24, I do not perceive my own best interests, and we don't know what the best interests are for others either, even though we think we do. A few years ago, my son Harry taught me this lesson very, very well when I was studying lesson 24 last January 24th, 2016. And going back a few years with Harry, I would think that I knew exactly what was best for him. Harry, stop this. Harry, stop that. Harry, don't do this. Harry, don't do that. Why are you doing this, Harry? That's not going to serve you. I had a lot of expectations of Harry, my son. And I had to admit at that time that I didn't know what was best for Harry. I thought I did. My ego did. But I didn't know what was best for him. I just didn't want to see him in pain. I didn't want to see him hurt, struggling, addicted, shut off from his friends and family. So I prayed for what I thought was best for Harry. And then Holy Spirit guided me in and let me know that, Tamsin, you don't know what's best for Harry. I do. Trust me. Give it to me. Let me know what Harry's best interests are. So I gave it to God. And I kept letting go. I kept giving it to God. I kept giving it to God. I don't know what's best for Harry. But you do. I give it to you. And the outcome of letting go and understanding that I didn't perceive Harry's own best interests correctly has been a miracle. And Harry and God, his Father in heaven, are working out their journey together. We're all on a journey, and we do not know what is best for our brother and sister. So we've got to give it over. We've got to give it to Spirit and trust it. And I do, more and more every day. So lesson 24, I do not perceive my own best interests. Enjoy. Blessings. See you on the next one.